So, Snowkissed. That's why I'm here today. That's why you're here today. That's why you're tuned in to Dear Hallmark, which is where we talk about all the Hallmark movies, not just the Christmas ones, but the winter, Valentine, spring, summer, fall as well. My name is Dara, and y'all. I wish I could lean back and do this psychologist style because this movie took me through it. I will say this in the most kindest, honest way, in the kindest and most honest way possible. This was probably one of the most unnecessary Hallmark movies. I'm I'm not like, I am beside myself. I genuinely here's let me take you through my movie watching experience of Snowkissed. I started it on I missed its airing Sunday and I started it I'm sorry, Saturday, and I started it I think Sunday night, or was it Monday? I think I started it Monday night, as I was eating, and after the first act, I believe is like the first, before the first commercial break, I couldn't do it. I turned it off, and I went about my business, and then a day went by, and I finally watched it. I finished it yesterday so that I could bring to you this review. Can I tell y'all, I did the dishes during this movie. I was cleaning during this movie. Y'all, this is a perfect movie to watch while you're washing dishes. If you have to clean the kitchen, tidy up around the house, spruce it up, put this on. If you actually want to sit down and devote uninterrupted time to this movie, I warn you, this is one of the slowest bullets. Oh, it pains me to say, it pains me to say this because I think the best of Hallmark, I really do. But y'all, and I was hyped because I've heard so much hoopla around Chris McNally with his character on When Calls the Heart, which I'm still trying to watch somehow without paying for it. Hello. And so I'm like, let me see what all this hoopla is about with Chris McNally. And then we have Jen Lilly, who's from USS Christmas. And so I was like, great, let's see what these two got. It was a drag. I mean, it was a drag. So here's the premise. Snowkissed, Jen Lilly's character, Kate Daniels, boom. And Chris McNally's character is Noah something or other. I do like his name, Noah. I feel like, though, Hallmark, we could use some other types of names besides Jane, Kate, and Sam. I feel like there are more names in our bucket that we can use than your typical Kate and Jane. Like, I like Noah and Simon. I think that was a little bit, a little bit different, just a little bit. But Kate and Jane, I'm like, can I get another scoop of vanilla ice cream? My gosh. But, so Kate is a journalist who hates traveling. Let that sink in. She's a journalist who hates traveling. She's scared of everything. She doesn't want anything to change in her life. However, her editor gives her an assignment to interview one of her most, the author of all authors to her, because this author, through his book, contributed to literally how she lives her life to this day, called The Answer. But in order for her to do this interview, she has to travel to Banff, Canada. And, which we were in Banff in a winter getaway. They could have spaced these movies out, okay? But, so her friend Jane, Kate is a freelance writer, doesn't have a full-time position yet. If she does this article right, it could get her a full-time position at this magazine or whatever it is, online publication. Her friend Jane is a freelance photographer that often does work with her, and so Jane is going with her to take shots, what have you. And she is just scared of everything. She's just fearful of everything from the flight to landing. How do I get a latte? I'm in a foreign country. Mind you, it's Canada. So I'm just like, yo, she's doing the most. So she bumps into Noah. Noah is their driver. And he's the one who's hosting them in his B&B. And so come to find out, the guy she was going to interview, his name is Owen, canceled, but Noah knows Owen. So Noah's like, oh, dog, like, fam, can you do me a solid? Like, what's good with you, family? Like, what else is happening on your end of the woods, you know? And so he's able to get this interview for her. And so he says, in return, I want, like, to return the favor, me and my friend Simon are trying to expand our B&B to include tours. And so can we use you as kind of like a test group, you and your friend, for the tours that we have set up of Banff. And so that's kind of like, we don't even see Owen. I forget even why she's there in the first place, because it focused primarily on, I mean, and rightfully so, but still, like, it took my eyes off the main point why she's there, which is for the interview. But she's helping him be a tour guide, and it was awkward. The chemistry wasn't there. Y'all, can we talk about the most agonizing, exhausting thing I've ever seen in life? And that's Kate and Simon. Not Kate, Jane and Simon. Jane is Kate's photographer friend. Simon is Noah's business partner who's accompanying him on these tours, blah, blah. Jane is she's a go-getter. And the whole time she's like pining after Simon for no particular reason, in the sense that he's showing her no play, and she just wants a guy to be interested in her. That's the vibes I'm getting. And so throughout this whole movie, she is like doing everything in her power and her will to get alone with him, to drop hints that she's digging him, which I don't even believe, to be completely honest. But it was just exhausting to watch. It was very exhausting to watch. And y'all, woo! When I tell you, I was talking out loud. Like, are you kidding me? Even the part where they kissed on the mountain. And again, we have another, kiss before the end thing. Like, it was just... I will tell you two good things I appreciated. She had a bomb burgundy turtleneck with a beautiful statement necklace towards the end of the movie. Number one. Number two, that kitchen in the B&B is my second favorite kitchen of all Hallmark movies. My first comes from If I Only Had Christmas with Candace Cameron Bure. This is my second favorite kitchen I've ever seen in a Hallmark movie. I loved it. I want it in my house. I will say the third thing, there was a line that I genuinely laughed, and I was even surprised that I laughed after I laughed. So and this is, y'all, I'm just going to spoil the thing because I don't think you should watch it, in all honesty. But, at the end, she goes back to New York, but she's like, oh my gosh, I miss Noah. Like, should I go back to Banff? What is life right now? And her friend is just like, encouraging her to do it. And then Kate has a pet fish named Harold. So Kate's like, what's going to happen to Harold? Like, and Jane's like, well, he could use the fresh air. And then Jane said, fresh air will kill him. And I just thought that was so funny, because that is true. Fresh air would kill a fish. And the way she delivered that line, I just thought it was good. But, I don't know if Chris just did not a bad job, but maybe this was a bad role, but When Calls the Heart fans, I don't get it. I don't get the hoopla. This, yeah. Can someone tell me where I can watch When Calls the Heart for free so that I don't have to pay for it? Because I want to see, again, I still want to see what all this hoopla is over Chris McNally. McNally. But, y'all, and this is how I feel like they should have shown the programs, and then I'm going to give you my favorites. They should have started with Two for the Win, then a winter getaway. No, I'm sorry, they should have started with a New Year's resolution, because I thought, first of all, the title and that being shown on January 2nd, I think would have been perfect, because you're literally fresh into the new year. So a New Year's resolution, then Two for the Win, then A Winter Getaway, then Snowkissed, and then Taking a Shot at Love. That's where I think, that's how I think they should have done it. So here are my favorites. Taking a Shot at, should I start? Yeah, Taking a Shot at Love. That was, I'm surprised that actually is my favorite of all of them. And I will say it's my favorite because that's the one I am most likely to rewatch. And then the second one, Two for the Win. That is second place because that is Trevor Donovan's best movie. I'm so proud of him and what he did to that movie. I truly think because of the nature of the movie being about skiing, that contributed to the comfort in which he brought into the role. And he sat in it, put his feet up and was like, what else is good? Like he is Justin O'Neill. So Taking a Shot at Love with Luke McFarlane and Alexa Penavega. Two for the Win. If I had to pick one, it would have to be A Winter Getaway for the sheer diversity of the two leads. The Banff, Canada, like that was my first introduction to Banff, and I was mesmerized by the winter. Like Banff was literally the third main character, I feel like. And then the opulence of it all. Oh gosh, a New Year's resolution and Snowkissed. I'm gonna have to go with a New Year's resolution. Man, y'all, this is hard. A New Year's resolution and then Snowkissed is last. That joint was horrible. I am really, first of all, upset that they saved that one for last. But I don't even know why it was on their radar to begin with. And y'all, I'll be looking at comments and stuff. So I checked the comments on Facebook for, because people leave comments under, even like during their preview pictures or whatever on Facebook for Hallmark. Not many people liked this one. Not many people did. So, but let me know, because y'all may be better than me in the sense that, you know, you were able to see past the slow plot, the what the heck. Like, I just wasn't, I don't know. I'm surprised I even sat through the whole movie, but I did it for y'all because I wanted to make sure I watched the whole thing. Because maybe, I literally thought maybe it gets better. And it got worse. Y'all, so a sister was exporting her movie and she forgot to conclude it properly. So that's why I'm here. I am here to say thank you for watching. Check in with the next video because I'm previewing a little of the Love Ever After movies, which are Hallmark's Valentine's Day pool of movies. So I will see you guys over in that next video.